Dag Hammarskjöld, the Swedish writer, was the second Secretary General of the United Nations, a very prominent person in his time. Dag Hammarskjöld described his experience of the Kairos. He says, at some moment, I did answer yes to someone or something, and from that hour, I was certain that existence is meaningful and that therefore my life in self-surrender has a goal. Kairos moments are moments of opportunity. It's the adventure, the exciting adventure that makes you a different person. It's a Kairos moment that creates the legacy that you will leave behind. Almost every living soul has moments of Kairos. Instances where a person is so dramatically overwhelmed with life's events that time stands still and is no longer relevant. When the things of common normal life cease and a person's focus is directed on one defining, specific, notable, and special moment that has deep significance to him or her, as life itself is put on hold. This is the drama of Kairos unfolding. Let me give you a little example, if I may, a personal example that completely changed my life, and I think is the great Kairos moment in my life, because I think there are many Kairos moments in our lives. Some moving us to do big things, some little things. But some years ago, say about 30 years ago, I guess, I taught a course at Nazareth on contemporary Catholic theology. In one class, I quoted a passage from Thomas Merton. Two students in that class were deeply interested in Merton, and they asked me if I would teach a course on Thomas Merton. And I said, well, I'll consider it. And then I completely forgot all about it. But they didn't. They persisted. And finally, I said, okay, get a dozen people together for next summer, and we'll have a course. They did. We had the course, and I was hooked. It was a Kairos moment for me. I began reading Merton's many published works, and then getting in touch with some of his unpublished things, and bringing some of them to print. I came to know many other people with a similar interest in the monk from Gethsemane. And it has become a major occupation of my life for the last 35 years or more. This might never have happened if I had ignored those two students in the Kairos moment that they opened for me and that I almost did not realize what it was. For the person of Kairos, knowing what time it is demands an openness to life and to change. It involves a commitment to live not just for oneself, but for others. It means realizing that with one single exception, the world is made up of other persons. It calls us to be in touch with the authentic moments of the human spirit that are awakening in today's world, often against great odds, to affirm the most basic human values of justice and honesty and equality and peace, as your PowerPoint showed so beautifully. For a person of the Kairos, knowing what time it is means realizing that we live in the shadow of Auschwitz and Hiroshima. It means knowing that the question of war and peace is the most urgent problem we face as the human race. Perhaps today we're at the crossroads of human culture, where our choice is either the jungle or the stars. We have to participate in that choice, and the choice is clear-cut. The choice of a world destroyed by greed and lust for power, or the choice of a better world created in justice and peace and holiness of truth. Do you remember Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tale, The Emperor's Clothes? Remember, the tailor tells the king and the people that he would weave the emperor a wonderful suit that would be visible only to the good. Everyone, even the king, is tricked into believing that they saw the invisible clothes. Everybody. Until a child, in innocent honesty, dared to point out that the king was naked. People have been duped into a corporate lie. It was the child who saved them by forcing them to see reality as it really was. If we do not, by our actions and through the gifts we have been given, if we do not participate in the building of a new humanity, may we well become participants in the Holocaust that will destroy our world. In the year 2060, you will, hopefully, be coming back to Nazareth for the 50th anniversary of your graduation. Today, as now you look ahead to those 50 years, they can only appear to you as years of chronos, namely many minutes, hours, days, and years, all entirely empty of meaning till you give them meaning. They acquire meaning only when you discover them as kairos moments, kairos experiences. May these years of chronos then be interpenetrated during these 50 years by wondrous kairos experiences. May you find joy in all these moments. And may they be part of a great movement that aims to create a better world. A world that will ensure for everyone a place at the table.